What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Stellar Lumens today, XLM USD. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the second day of April. Here we are at about 16.4 cents with roughly 9 hours, basically exactly 9 hours left in the day. Again, hit that like button. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it. XLM, Stellar Lumens, has been moving sideways now for quite some time, really since the beginning of February. That should sound familiar. Bitcoin's been doing the same thing, just moving sideways here, not really doing a whole lot. A lot of cryptos have been doing that as well. If we're looking at this on the, I want to look at the short term, but let's look at this on the daily real quick because we haven't looked at Stellar Lumens in quite some time. Let's even zoom out to the weekly. Let's do it. Weekly time frame here, kind of take this shape into account. You know, you've got these lows here that are connected. I don't know. I don't like that because it's just two lows. I don't know if I like that. You do have this downward sloping shape overall. I don't know if it's too well regarded because here's your line here. It's not connected over there. I don't know how I'm going to draw it. You know, you can connect these dots all you want, sure, but I don't think that has any merit to it. Really, that line doesn't matter. I think the line that does matter the most is probably this line here, where on a closing basis, on a weekly closing basis, you're finding support here at prior areas of resistance, and yeah, resistance there, and it's a little bit of support there. It makes a lot of sense that we're finding support here right now. If we take a low, we take a high. Oh, that's not the high. That is the high. We're right in the golden ratio zone. We start closing above 17 cents here, 17.1 cents, and we will likely continue to move up. We will move up. I say continue to move up. I'm sorry. We will likely move up, not continue to move up. We'll reverse a little bit, see a retracement overall. Okay, that's from this low to high here. If we take this high to low here, yeah, maybe we go up even a little bit more. We could see anything, I would think, from about 22.7 cents to 34.3 cents. Something in this range here. That's what I would expect. We're at 16.3 cents now, 22.7 to 34.3 cents. Somewhere in that zone. That's where I think we would go. Let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom back out, okay? 1 hour time frame. Looking in on this. Very volatile on the RSI, very volatile in the price. I mean, it's clear. You don't even need to look at the price. You just look at the RSI. That's a very volatile RSI. RSIs typically don't do that, right? They're range bound. They're methodical. They're kind of in a channel coming down like this. But this getting oversold, overbought, and just keep doing that ping pong in between these areas. That's wild. XLM has been very tradable, man. Wow. Where have I been? 28th of March and on. It's just been an absolute trade fest. All you got to do is go long here. Go long right there at 16.5 cents, basically where we are now, and then cut it at about 17 cents. And you've had pretty successful trades. How much is that percentage wise? Let's just imagine you did like 16.5. You didn't even time the bottom perfectly, and you didn't time the top perfectly. You're just at like 17 cents there. That's a 3% move. You put that on 5x, it's 15%, 15%, 15% to the upside going long. And if you go short too, if you have the balls to go short and long, you're making some money, man. That's nice. That's nice, yeah. So getting oversold has proven to be a support area. We're a little bit more oversold here than we have been. But I still think that we'd move up just as we did back here up to the overbought zone. I think we'll move up to our overbought zone before we move back down. Now the question is, do we get a higher high or do we get a lower high? And when you move back down, is it going to be all the way to the oversold zone? Will it be to the 50? Will it be a higher low or a lower low? Like what the question is. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do from there, but I do believe from here we are going to move up. Okay. Stochastics look bullish. The MACD, it's not going to help us. I can already tell you it's not going to help us. Yeah, when you do this kind of stuff, the MACD is going to be unreliable. 4 hour time frame here. Looking at that, the RSI is in the same area that we've been finding support at since the 28th of March there. I mean, we've really been finding support here since the end of February. Let's even go back. Let's see. We've been finding support in this area, guys, since the very beginning of February, right in this area here. Neutral with a bearish stance. Neutral with a bearish stance, but this right here, this kind of behavior, what we're seeing, I mean, look at that reversal. It looks like what we saw was a fake out, a lower low. And now we're moving back up, and we have the intentions, at least on the shorter term time frames, to move up higher here. This actually does give me some reason to believe that we could be moving up higher. What do we have? Do we have a megaphone? Is that what this is? Is it a megaphone? It's not a megaphone. It's not a megaphone. Although it does look like one, but it's not a megaphone. The reason why I know it's not a megaphone is because we can accept that this might not be the beginning, though I think that would be the beginning point, and it doesn't line up with this trend line at all, but it's because of this right here, right? It's this right here. I think really you're just into some kind of funky consolidation range, and right here I think this right here is not a breakout but a fake out. I want to look at XLM on Coinbase. That was a lot of volume. You guys, this is a lot of volume on this candle here. But there was no volume on the actual breakout. Here you were still above. You didn't break out. This was your breakout candle. You had no volume. You're getting more volume now on this reversal candle than you did on your breakout candle. That's bullish, guys. That's bullish. XLM might be on its... I really think you're on your way, man, to prices that are above here. I think that's what's going to happen. You faked them out to the upside. You had the slightly higher high and then sold off violently. You have the slightly lower low. I bet you're going to pump maybe violently like you did here. Maybe. Or maybe more methodically. I think you're on your way up. Yeah, this looks good. Stochastics are reset. The MACD, again, is not going to be helpful here. So we're not going to worry about it. You're just consolidating, man. You're in the sideways range. You've got higher lows. You've got kind of like a flat top. It's a bullish structure. Your volume's dying off. You're coming to the end of the pattern. You're going to break out at some point. I'm going with the upside, not the downside. So at the end of the day, that weekly chart really just surmised it all pretty well. Now, the stochastics and the MACD are not going to be helpful again because we're choppy and sideways. The RSI is even not that helpful. It's neutral with a bullish tilt. You can see the bullishness, right? You can see the neutralness first off because, well, just where you are. You're neutral whenever you're around the 50. It's not that simple, but especially with what we're doing here, this choppy sideways stuff, yes. But you have the bullish tilt because of the higher lows, the getting overbought, the living more recently above the overbought, so not living living above the 50, not so much living below the 50. I would assume we're not below the 50 for too long. You probably move up. What's nice here is that there's this thought that you're going to move into the overbought zone again. And typically whenever you get overbought like this, whenever you do stuff like this attempt and this attempt, they promote stronger moves. Like if this is the RSI, and then this is your price action, like that first attempt getting overbought might promote a move like this. Or let's even, it's probably even going to be like a move like this. And then you chill, you consolidate, you get the higher low, and then you come back to the overbought zone, you get a move like this. It's a little bit bigger. And you chill, you find support, whatever, and then you come back up to the overbought zone and you get a move that's even bigger. Typically whenever you see stuff like that, like consistent readings, you just get stronger and stronger moves. So being on the daily time frame here, I don't think it's going to be today, tomorrow, but sometime maybe next week, and certainly going into this month of April, getting into the overbought zone here, you should see a break of this range. If we're seeing a break of this range, where are you going to go? Well, if you remember from the beginning of the episode here, from a low to a high, from a high to a low, the 382, the golden ratio zone of this fib, the 0.5, the 382 of this fib, that all lines up. It's pretty close. I would think 22.7 to 34.5 cents is a possibility, with a strong indication of 28.3 cents to 22 cents being the area that we find resistance. So something up here, yeah. Something up in this area probably, if not up in this area. That's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. Bye-bye.